Hey, how you doing? Kendall Bossy Leslie here again, and I want to talk about some art, and I want to do a card reading. The day is June the 6th, so we're just going to do a reading dealing with what is happening in the ether, what is the energies that are around us, and like I always do. And, like I always say, I want to do this with my Orisha tarot cards. I'm going to shuffle a few cards here and, and get them ready. And I'm going to, pull 5 cards from the deck and, we'll see what we got, You see. Okay. Card number 1, which I just pulled. And card number 1 this is card number 1 right here. Pumbaa Gira, which is Ishu. Female Ishu. You can see that she's surrounded by, she's inside kind of like a heart-shaped image, and basically Pumbaa Gira is the feminine version of Ishu. That is to say, she's female Ishu, and has the same characteristics as the male Ishu, but the latter's masculine features are replaced by those which are specifically feminine in gender. She's delicate, sensual, loves beauty, and so on and so on. Although the gypsy has been chosen as a representative of all aspects of Ishu, it must be clarified that she is known by several names, such as Maria Padilla, Maria Mulambo, Maria of the Seven Crossroads, etc. Pumbaa Gira also acts as intermediaries between the Orishas and humanity. They are the great magicians of love and are termed to be in hope of recovering a lost love or to find the consolidation of a new romantic relationship. Cheerful and lively and extremely seductive, they charm at sight. Upon arrival on the earth, they must be into a musical laughter, like a shout of freedom and happiness. Okay, so we're dealing with the female Ishu, and Ishu, is the trickster. He's the guardian of the crossroads, and also he's the messenger for the Orisha. He sends the messages. On the card, we see her dancing with grace and talent, showing the music is, in manner of speaking, inside her. She is clad in colorful clothes, her own colors, and wears much costume jewelry, with a red carnation tangled in her head. She holds a small tambourine in one hand, with which she punctuates her continual movements. A flower heart sets the background, against which she sees in all her beauty. I chose pink for the background, and because of this harmonizing characteristics, the entire setting is one of quiet and gaiety. She's about parties, weddings, festivities, celebrations in general, shared happiness and surprises. beginning of a courtship and the engagement of marriage, falling in love, seduction, chance, intuition, prizes, gifts, good luck is on her side. And I got a little noise coming through here, you know. I don't know if you can see Sebastian's up there. She likes to be in the video, but she's up on top of the ladder, as you can see, you know, scratching. You know, she just got sprayed for some fleas, so you know, we're just kind of making sure that everything is cool with her. You know, yeah, she's about, you know, like you know, and right now it's basically, I guess you could say, party time. Everybody's removing their mask and getting back together. You know, so time to do some traveling. Time to check out some things that you don't usually check out. Go some places where you usually don't go, and you know, and to really have some fun. You know, it's that time. It's that realm. That's that energy and whatnot. It's vacation time. You know, it's party time. You know, so just let go. You know, shake it on off. You know, and you know, let's do it. You know, it's just that, like, and this message goes to me, especially, or whatever, you know, because, hey, you know, it's just, look, you know, I know that I really need this in my soul, you know. I mean, you know, being an artist and a musician or whatever, you know, I haven't really played in music for a while, you know, so it's time to get back to that music. It's time to go out and meet some people and you know, and trade those energies or whatever, you know. So that's what that card is about. This next one here is Oshun. This is Oshun, an extremely beautiful woman adorned with gold and jewelry. The metal of her bracelets, necklace, and crown. She dominates with her presence in one of her environments, the foot of a waterfall. Oshun is the energy prevailing in rivers, waterfalls, streams, or any course of fresh water. She's the sweetest female Orisha through which to give status to Yemaya, the daughter of Oshala, and Yemaya. And since all rivers go to the sea, at the end of her essence, we will fuse with that of her mother, who awaits her in her immensity. Oshun May represents the most intimate feminine thinking of the human sight. She is unlike any other woman. She likes perfume, personal adornments, jewels, etc. She's also very emotional, and her sons are highly emotional, very weeping people, you know. Among the Yoruba Orishas, many say that she is a great magician, one who knows about Igbo's magic deeds and works. She is based on the fact that she comes to her father seeking help and comfort from the warmest and most delicate modulations of voice and sometimes crying, which moves Obatala to give her what she wants, the most important secrets. She is the patron of gold, honey, squashes. There are also areas in Central America where many think that not to eat squashes is the greatest honor that they can offer to their saints, who will reward them with something economic. People resort to her most of all to put right romantic misunderstandings, to soothe or to pacify people that are getting too excited, and in similar situations, since love and looks after children, she is asked to help them with their studies or their behavior at home, and to make a woman pregnant. or to assist in any other matter related to children and teenagers. Her area of influence in the human body is mainly the lower abdomen. According to legend, she was queen of the African river of the same name. She highly appreciates her belongings, at the same time is protective. She takes good care of gifts, presents, because she gets very fond of things given to her as a token of love. As a token of love. Her colors are warm, ranging from pale yellow to orange or golden orange, by the addition of reddish pigment. She is the Venus of the Yoruba people, syncretized with the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary in South America, which is blessed with the Virgin of Charity of Copper in Central North America. In fact, they affirm that each representation of the Virgin Mary corresponds to the aspect of Oshun. She is venerated in September 8th to the 15th in some areas, and on December 8th in others. She is embodied in one of her Amarishas, the son of Saint. Her dancing is extremely feminine. The movements of her hips or arms reflecting the uninterrupted flow of her rivers, as if cleansing the medium in her water. Love, sweetness, and femininity, hidden knowledge, research, planning, gifts as a medium, hypersensitiveness, psychism, mentalism. The card also represents someone interested in medicine, either heterodox or orthodox, perhaps in social subjects, but generally related to the scientific field. A woman, wife, or girlfriend who will know how to express an opinion without arrogance and aggressiveness, in a quiet manner, subtleness, distinction. Oshun. She's very, very special, right now. So even, one of the things that I do every so often is go down to the river and take some honey and get a squash or pumpkin or whatever, and write some things, some wishes, stick them inside the pumpkin, put honey around the pumpkin, and maybe have some copper pennies or whatever, and put these and throw them into the river, and just see what happens or whatever. It's just that it's good energy. It's energy that because Oshun is the river goddess, and she will let you know, hey, thank you, and so that's one of the rituals that I do every now and then in order to keep things afloat. This next card is the couple. The couple. A man and a woman living their romance to the fullest, which is clearly reflected in their posture. There is conjunction of feeling rhythm and harmony as they were dancing a magical dance to the beat of their hearts. A thing of beauty surrounded by the landscape, inviting them to romance. The woman is to the left, representing the yin, the nature of the position, which is sensitive and sensual. There's a balance between the sensory and the extrasensory, between physical and material things, and the ethereal of spiritual matters. As the left is in the location of the heart and emotions of feeling, and the heart chakra, the zone controlled by the right lobe of the human brain. the couple. The man is on the right, representing the yang, nature of the position, which is transmuting, rational, masculine, strong, vehement, and impulsive. There is a balance between the sense of protection and duty. This is controlled by the left lobe of the human brain. A sense of belonging to each other. He is embracing her and stepping on her shadow, marking its memory, and at the same time supporting her in her father-like manner. She clings to his leg as if willing to follow the steps and go where her partner leads her, recognizing the viral power transmitting by his male figure. Nature is at their service. Nature is really at their service. And transparent sky and sea, a beautiful beach, and a coconut palm offering them shadow, shelter, and food. Love is the architect of the universe. Now this card is about happiness. A happy couple complete itself, each one belonging to the other, companionship, the future happiness and pleasure. This card represents falling in love, idolization, the feelings, the peaceful, harmonic times, harmony, parties, celebrations, with which closest to your heart. It is not good that man should be alone. So basically, yes, it's just that a lot of us, like to say, I even get some of the statements from my friend, yeah, you're married or whatever, you're hooked up or whatnot, and they said, well, and we'd be talking about, they're alone as if they're like in some better position, well, it just depends on your perception, maybe it is a better position, maybe it's not, so, but basically, but it's about, sometimes coming together and two heads are better than one, and sometimes, if, when you know thyself, when you know yourself, you know what you need, and you know what you need in your life, what you need to balance out that life. So, hey, to each his own, ain't nobody talking about, go out to get married or hook up or whatever, but, you got to do what your energy and your heart tells you to do. This is 10 of fire. 10 of fire. And 10 pounds of red hot coals anticipate a test of strength and courage, but also the confirmation of truth and reality, ruling out any doubts of uncertainty. The time has come to show that that what can be done or what can be. When the truth of the spirit prevails, matter is not harmed. And the Omarisha, which is the inner saint, walks impatiently over the burning embers, showing afterwards no trace of injury, burn, blister, or wound. The trance and his faith are strong, and the power of the Orisha is unlimited. That's the man's feet. That the man's feet seem to be covered with ethereal and invisible asbestos coat, protecting the sun or medium or the saint, and demonstrating its presence in the world. Yeah, this is pretty deep, I wouldn't try this at home. You would have to face the test posted by life or by your karma, because life is about tests, life is about that balance, so you're going to have good, you're going to have bad, you're going to have bad, you're going to have good, or whatnot, so, sure, because if everything was just one way, it would be very boring. So, it's just that, but it's about how you deal with those adversities, what you call the law of polarity, Whatever swings over this way, swings over that way, and that's how you deal with the swings, is how you deal with life. You would have to face the test posted by life or by your karma. Ask your spiritual guides for help. You will not be abandoned during these times, and you will overcome the test without any difficulties or hardships. Your reward will be an increase in your self-esteem and the acknowledgement of your honesty by others. So all of these tests and tribulations or whatever you want to call it, just to make you grow, make you elevate, level up, level up. It's time to level up, so time to walk on the coals, or, let's not say it's time to walk on coals, but when that situation appears before you, just go ahead and do your thing, So that's what it's all about. And, so the last card here that I pulled is Undines and Mermaids. These govern the different means of communication, expression, oral, written, gestural. They have a spirit of service for others and generate fraternal feelings. And, of course, mermaids are the creatures of the sea. We're talking about the sea. We're talking about underwater. Here. These elementals represents all who, having many years of experience in certain domains or having inherited certain behavior, are close to the activities that alternate physical pain. People such as doctors, psychotherapists, masseurs, and masseuses, among others, insomuch as they are represent social communications. They may be reporters, speakers, art critics, movie reviewers, and so on. And together with the cards of little benefit, they warn about lack of humanitarianism, feelings and abstinence of solidarity, lack of communication. So that, and sometimes, you just have to just get out and just be, just do, or whatever, it's just that, like, sometimes, even if you got this knowledge inside you in terms of how to do things, you may have some knowledge that is so way out there, that is so deep that, people may not be able to handle it, so you keep it in, you don't let it out, out of fear, that somebody's gonna look at you like you're weird or something. But you gotta let it out. You gotta talk about it. You gotta express it. And because if not, it's gonna stay locked up in you, and it's gonna kind of drive you bonkers, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, whatever. So you gotta let it out and let it go. And if you're into music or whatever you're into, whatever what you're good at, I don't care whether it's law or things that deal with, some of the things in this matrix, it's counseling or whatever, you got to let it out, you got to let some people know and let people know in a humble manner, So basically, I want to kind of thank y'all for listening to me on this reading. It's, it's just basically, I hope it helps in some ways, and, you could think about some of the things that was said in the cards or whatever. Now, another thing I want to show you is, as always, the latest piece one of the latest pieces that I'm working on. And as you know, I always work on stuff that deals with the mixture of collage and painting or whatever, and this kind of piece is basically going to deal with like kind of like a secret overseer, or I see you, or the watcher who's in the background, you know, and these are the foreground figures or whatever, you know. But I have not totally, completed the piece yet, you know. I'm still working on it, you know. It's just still something that I'm doing, you know, and hey, you know, it's just that I'm gonna keep doing it, you know. So any of the pieces that you've seen or that you are interested in, you know, all I have to do is just get in touch with me through the Facebook, or message me or whatever, you know, and I can make a print of the piece or whatever, you know, and hey, you know, it's just that we're talking like 30, 40, 50 bucks or whatever, you know. It's just that depending on the piece, and I can send it right to you. You know, you can frame it yourself, or you can have me to frame it. So, okay, well, thank you for listening to me. This is Ken Obasi Leslie with Beyond Image Collective, Dream Collective. And, it's just that, and as time goes on, I'm going to get better at this or whatever. You know, I haven't even got to the point where I could do this live yet, but I will get there. You know, it's just, hey, you know, it's just technology is the, it's, you know, it can be, challenging, you know. So, all right. Well, thank you, and you have a beautiful day. Odabo.